am not a whore.
Alright.
I am not a whore. I am not a whore.
Alright, thank you for that. That was awesome. Awesome. Alright, 1 year anniversary. Yay, that's exciting. 1 year celebrated with Mediocre Comics, testing their mediocre bits to see what they can say for real showcases. That's awesome. I haven't been behind a microphone in a while, so my first joke's kind of dated, but it leads into my entire set, so I'm going to tell it anyway. George Bush recently wrote, I gotta do this first. George Bush wrote a book recently, and it came out, and the big thing that everyone was talking about was that in the book he talks about how his mom showed him a fetus in a jar when he was a kid, and it made him pro-life. Like, she keeps a fetus in a jar, like next to the olives, and she fucking showed it to him as he was a kid, and that made him pro-life. And I thought that was weird, because my mom showed me a fetus in a jar when I was a kid, and it made me pro-choice, because I was like, that's icky, I don't want that inside a woman I love. Like, get rid of that shit. That's gross. But I am pro-choice, and it's funny, I hate arguing with people that are pro-life, because they always have really shitty arguments because they're always wrong. And they tend to say, one thing I've heard a lot is, aren't you glad your mom was pro-life? And I always go, well, you righteous fucking idiot, my mom is actually pro-choice. She was just ready when she got pregnant with me. Pro-choice doesn't mean pro-abortion. It's not, if some pro-choice girl gets pregnant, she's not gonna go, well, I'm financially secure and in love with my husband, but I've been pro-choice this whole time, so I better flush this thing out, otherwise I'm gonna be a real hypocrite. No, it means we're pro-freedom, which is something we believe in, right? Freedom of choice. Yes, that's what America is supposed to stand for. Oh well. But I personally believe that if a girl gets like raped by her uncle and she's 16 and she's pregnant, fucking get rid of it. Like that kid's destined to live a miserable existence. Or if some college freshman has a one-night stand in Denver and she was misdiagnosed or misprescribed the wrong dosage of birth control and the guy's condom breaks, like she did everything in her power to keep from getting pregnant and she still got knocked up, she should be able to have that abortion. And a lot of people, the Christian thing that people say to that is, well, no, maybe that baby was meant to be. That's a miracle baby, because defiance of all odds, she still got pregnant, even after all that birth control. But there is no God. That's just a shitty coincidence. That's just bad luck. They're like, oh, God wanted that baby to exist. No, he didn't. She wants to complete her master's and tour Italy before she becomes a software engineer, and she can't fucking do that with a toddler. Let her get rid of it. It'll be okay. I am an atheist, if you can't tell. I actually have a very similar set to Mike Shields, which is funny because he was talking about abortion and how he's an atheist earlier. The thing I like about being an atheist is I don't have to go to church because it's fucking miserable. But the problem that I have with being an atheist is I have to actually take responsibility for all my own shit. Something that most Christian I've ever like to do. Well, I've done everything in my power, I guess it's in God's hands now. Which is their way of saying, I'm giving up, but I don't want to be held accountable when things don't go according to my plan, so I'm going to relinquish responsibility to my imaginary friend in the sky, which is bullshit. And then another thing I hear a lot is, like, with the miracle babies, it's all part of God's plan, which is not the case. If God had a plan, first of all, he's paying way more attention to Oprah and Bill Gates than he is to any of us. Secondly, it's like, oh, I didn't get that promotion, I guess God has a bigger plan for me. No, you didn't get that promotion because you dropped out of community college and you wear tap-out shirts on Casual Friday, and you keep misusing the word literally because you're a fucking idiot. You didn't get that promotion because someone else is more qualified than you. Don't blame your God. Does not make sense. God had bigger plans. But another thing that really bothers me, that I've been getting a lot with, when I worked in a call center actually, was people would say God bless all the time. Which is, they think it's okay because they just assume everyone is okay with Christianity, so it's like, oh, if I say God bless, everyone just shakes it off. But technically, Christianity and Satanism objectively are the exact same thing. You're worshiping this dude who's in charge, and you do things for him, and you hope that when you die you get to kick in his place, and you're all buddy-buddy. So, but if you said Hail Satan at the end of any conversation, you know how fucking taboo that would be considered? Because I got that all the time, thank you so much, God bless. And I'd be like, all right, bye. But if you were like, thank you so much, Hail Satan, they'd be like, what? Wait a second. Or try this. Try when you're on the phone with some like white stranger doing like customer support or something. Say, "Thank you so much. All praises to the mighty Allah." They'll be like, "Ooh, did that guy just call in a bomb threat? I'm not really sure what the fuck is going on." All right, that's my time. My name's Josh Levesque. Oh, if you're looking for me, you can find me in her.
I am not a whore. I
Josh
am
Levesque,
not
ladies